Good morning, everyone. I hope you've had a nice weekend. I thought I'd start this week with something a lower intensity than how we started last week. So we're going to work on some hand balancing skills, and I wanted to introduce you all to the crow stand. This is an exercise I do as part of my handstand training. You might have seen it before in yoga. It can maybe be called frog stand and different things like that. So we're going to do a little bit of that today just to try and strengthen your wrists and hand strength, especially for people who maybe get some pain during push-ups. This can hopefully add, it's an isometric, so non-moving exercise. We're just going to go into a hold shape and then come away from the exercise. So we're going to work up through a few progressions to get you from the start to the full movement. Okay, all you'll need is an exercise mat and just some space to move around. Okay. Hi. So to start off with, can you come down onto your mat, onto your knees and onto your hands? We're just going to do a few postural corrections before we get started. So you can see if I just sit here like this, my lower back arches underneath me. So what I want you to do is to hold your stomach in here, hold yourself in tight, and that'll keep your lower back protected at all times. And all we're going to do to start off with is the same as our usual warm-ups. For our wrists, we're going to lean forward, just there, and come back again. And lean forward, and come back. Lean forward, and come back. And this one we're just going to hold for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and come back. Give them a little shake up. Now we're going to turn your hands out to the side, just like we did in the last video, and we're going to pull to one side and move across to the left, then back to the right and over to the left. Do this a few more times and back to the left. Okay, the last one, the least favorite. You're going to turn your hand backwards so that your inner elbow is facing forwards, still holding that shape through my torso, and we're going to pull back just a little bit, try and keep that shape, and forward, and pull back, and come forward, and again pull back, and let that go. Okay, so before we jump straight into the exercise, let's just make sure that your full upper body is warm and ready to go. We're going to do 10 push-ups on your knees here. So you can do them with me now. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, you should be able to feel that now through all of here. And we're just going to have a little play around with the first movement. So rather than being on your knees, I'm going to ask that you come up onto your feet, just like this shape here. You can see already that we've got the shape of a frog, okay? Sitting down here like a frog. And the first thing I'm going to ask you to do is to place your hands onto the mat in front of you. Now, I'm using a nice wide span through my hands. And as I lean forward, I'm not going to just let all the weight sit on my hands, because that already creates pressure into my wrist. I'm going to ask that you can keep tension through your fingers, okay? Almost like you're sort of a spider there through your fingers. You're going to, as you lean forward, you're going to keep tension through your fingers and have your hands as wide as you need them. There should be a minuscule amount of space just below your hand to do this. You're going to keep that tension through and just rock forward for me. Just rock forward. We're going to do this 10 times. That's 2, 3, 4. I'm just going forward from the ball of my feet onto my toes. I'm just leaning forward. 6. My elbows are just touching the inside of my knee. 7. I can actually put weight onto my elbow. 9. and 10. Okay, now we're not just going to jump straight into it from here. We're actually going to try and take 1 foot off the ground now. So again, nice and strong on the ground. You're going to lean forward, stay as you are, a little hold, and we're going to take a foot away and back down, come back again. Okay, if you feel at any point your wrists need a little bit of help, just take the pressure off, give them a little circle, and you can try again. So lean forward, put that weight through your elbows from your knees and lift in the other foot this time. And come back again. We're going to do it one more time on both sides. Let's lean forward, keep the pressure in your hands, lift your right foot, and come back. And again, come forwards, feel that pressure go through your wrist, lift your left foot, and come back. Okay, again, give yourself a little bit of a break. You might feel nice just to give a little massage through your wrist if they're feeling sore. And if you're someone who's had sore wrists when you've been doing push-up exercise, that might be the extent of how far you want to take this video at the moment. It's just some strengthening exercises to get you more comfortable, because I do like to do a lot of push-up exercises through body hip, so this can be part of your strengthening process if you feel that you need that. But for those that are comfortable, we're now going to try the full thing. So, same hand placement, feet just nice and close to your wrists. And there's James Jr. shouting me ready to come up to bed. I'll be back in a minute. So, sorry about that. I had to go deal with James Jr. Right, we were just about to go into the full crow stand for the first time. So, you should only do this if you felt comfortable enough in the earlier progressions. But if you can, please have a try. So, nice wide hand span. Keep the strength through the fingers. Legs are going to lean up against the back of the elbow, and we're just going to keep leaning forward, and you can just gently take your toes off to the point where you're balancing and come back down. So I want you to if you can give that a go. I'm going to do it for you one more time. So nice wide hand spread, feet close to the hands. Keep pressure through the fingers as you lean forward. Weight on the back of the elbows. And we're just going to lean forward. Again, take the toes off just gently and balance. And then you can give that a whirl. It would be great if you could show me a video of you doing maybe 10 seconds of that, if you're able to, or if 10 seconds was too easy, why don't you try it for 2 minutes throughout the day? This can be something really fun to do with your kids too. After they've done PE with Joe in the morning, you could try it with them in the afternoon. All right, give it a whirl. Let me know how you get on.